Okay.
Alright, we're going to make green chili chicken enchiladas. I'm gonna warn you now, it's not as hard as it sounds, but it is just as time consuming. So here's what you're gonna need. You're going to need 4 large Spanish onions. You're going to need 4 or 5 cans of chopped green chilies. The cans are small, so when I say 4 or 5, it's not like it's a ton. You'll need some jarred crushed garlic, crushed red pepper, 2 or 3 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast, chili powder, garlic powder, onion powder, a can of cream of mushroom soup, a box of College Inn chicken broth, a half cup of sour cream, so medium container, a box of the regular, not the spreadable cream cheese, a 4-cup bag of the 4-cheese Mexican shredded cheese, but not the kind with the spices in it, just the regular 4-cheese. You'll need 2 of the large cans of the Old El Paso green enchilada sauce, and you will need tortillas, either flour, slightly easier, or corn, if you want this to be slightly more difficult. And once you hear the rest of the recipe, you can determine whether or not you're ready for any more difficulty. Alright, first off is what you do with the onions. You're going to rough chop your 4 Spanish onions to about 1/2 inch by 1 inch pieces. They're going to cook down a lot. You're going to saute them in some oil very slowly. You want them to be cooked soft in the end, almost caramelized. So when we're talking about how slowly you're going to cook them, you're going to be cooking them for a half hour, 40 minutes. So it's going to be over low heat, stirring often. Once they're reduced by about 50%, you're going to add in your drain chopped chilies, a bit of crushed red pepper, a healthy amount of jarred crushed garlic. You know, depends how much garlic you like, but I'm thinking like a tablespoon or so. And a small amount of salt, a little more pepper. Now, in the meantime, while that's going on, if you can handle 2 things at once, which Sonny says he can, you are going to cook your chicken. You're going to be basically poaching it. So you're going to put your chicken breasts in a pot with probably like 2 cups of the chicken broth. You're going to want to have like about 2 inches of liquid in the bottom of your pot. You'll put that in there with several tablespoons of chili powder, liberal amount of garlic and onion powder, and a bit of salt and pepper. You're going to cook it uncovered. You're going to want to bring the stock up to a boil, but then reduce it and simmer it uncovered until the water reduces mostly. But you want the chicken, cooked soft, but not overcooked, and to come out really caked with the spices. Alright, now once you've got your onion and chili mixture made and you've got your chicken cooked, this is the only part, we're not doing this in the kitchen, but this requires demonstration, because what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to shred the chicken using forks. So, here's our chicken. And here's how we're going to shred it. You're going to put 1 fork in the chicken, and then you're going to use the other fork to pull away, to shred the chicken. And if your chicken's cooked, softly enough, this will be time consuming, but not very hard. You're just dragging the chicken and shredding it. And it'll be nice and loose. Yeah, this looks like a really delicious chicken. So now once you've got all your chicken shredded, you are going to put the shredded chicken and the cooked onion chili mixture into a large, really large deep pan. If you don't have a large enough, deep enough pan to do this, you can do it in the same, big, like spaghetti pot that you poached the chicken in. You are going to, over lower medium heat, stir in your can of cream of mushroom soup, and then stir in a half a cup of your sour cream until that's melted in. Then you going to stir in half a box of the cream cheese cut up in some pieces. That'll melt a little more slowly, so keep stirring it until that's all melted in. Now you're going to add in half of your shredded cheese, 2 cups. Add it in by handfuls and continue stirring until that's all melted too. And like I said, just stir, stir, stir. Everything about this has to do with stirring. Now don't worry if it seems a little saucy. It's going to thicken up some once it cools. Alright, now we're into the assembly phase. You are going to take a large Pyrex or Corning rectangular casserole dish. If you don't have one that's going to be big enough for all you want to do, use 2. Grease the bottom of it with just a little bit of oil, and then you're going to cover the bottom of your casserole with, a moderate amount of the enchilada sauce. Then you're going to take your tortillas, and here, we'll do a little demonstration with paper. You're going to take each one, put it in the pan, fill it now with your shredded chicken filling, and then fold it over. Then take that one and do like so, overlapping them slightly until your whole pan's full. Then cover that up cover it with the green chili enchilada sauce until it's pretty much covered. Then you're going to cover the pan with foil, bake it in a 400-degree oven for about a half hour. Take it out, uncover it, add your other 2 cups of cheese on top, then recover it, put it back in the oven for about another 10 minutes, 15 minutes, till the cheese is all nice, melted, bubbly. You'll be able to tell by looking when you want to eat them. And that's about it. Now at this point, it's about 3 hours later, and what you're going to do is collapse in your chair while you watch other people enjoy your delicious enchiladas, and about 2 hours later, you'll be ready to eat some. Enjoy!
Yay!
Yay!
Now I stop it?
Yep.
How?
Red button.